Hey.
Hey guys, welcome to episode 96. 96, yay.
26.
Yeah.
Welcome to 26 of the Banter Over Brunch podcast. My name is Kanji.
And I'm Alexia Musau. And on this fantastic episode, we talked about, as you can see, the C word, confidence. A lot
Is
about
it going to be the C word? Confidence.
and how to build on it. Okay, we're still on this.
We're trying to figure out the topic of this
Shikanisha,
episode, but whatever it
outro.
is what we're talking about. You just know we're talking about confidence.
Yeah, and how to build on it.
How to build your confidence
It
and
was very nice.
bits of banter here and there, but for real, you should probably listen to this episode and share it with a friend or a friend on your cousins, brothers, uncles, phones, laptops. Share. I don't know what that. It sounded better in my mind, but just share the episode.
You're confident.
I'm
good.
confident.
It's good.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those episodes that I'll definitely listen back to. You know,
Yeah.
there are those ones you mid conversation, you're like, wow, this
Damn,
deep.
I got all this.
This actually makes sense, no? Kumbe nakuanga na resources.
Kwanga na ninis.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
trust at Chochi. I think it was a really nice episode. So make sure at any point of this podcast, of if you're listening on the audio or if you're tuned in on YouTube, that you're like, wow, okay, I feel a light bulb moment. Make sure you like the video. If you're on audio, go to the YouTube's like or share because it's added value. No, by the time you're like, it has added value, and all we want is a like and a subscribe. And
It's not too much. It's not too much.
yeah,
Be confident in your decision.
in your decision to support the podcast
Support
and
the
follow
podcast.
us. Sawa. Okay,
I hope you
enjoy.
enjoyed the episode.
Bye.
Thames has not been in my list of concerts I want to go to.
I've also decided I'm not going for
Well,
Thames
I want to
because
go for
for now, I've already bought my ticket. Ali, since when
bought
do I
your
buy
tickets.
early bird tickets?
Surely.
Since when?
Hey,
Mnajua then for sure niko
who are you
ndani.
going with when you umeshaamua?
I just said Kesi
Baadaye.
baadaye. Najua mtu kama Daniel najua ako in.
Wango is
Wewe
definitely
najua uko
going.
in.
So
And then you know the thing is Sanel and Simi together.
that's a really good, that's a juicy combo.
Yani,
That's a juicy concert.
I just said, Mimi, guys, I rarely buy tickets. I'm usually like, what if something happens that day? What if? So I'm very last minute. I'd rather pay a premium. It's very rare, but at early bird. But this one, I was like, I don't want
is so
this
good.
1,000 in my
The last
money.
Sanel
I want to
we went
forget
for was
about
so
it.
good.
Sanel is so good. So it's a guarantee.
And timeless.
Yeah. Even if you listen to him 20 times.
And you know, Wangoi has I don't know if I should say this. My friend Wangoi has a very big crush on him.
No,
And the time we were just back and forth. So me, I'm team Prince KB. She's always with Team Sanel.
Ata me, I'm with
Personally,
Wangoi.
I'm just
Prince KB is like, Ameunga. Sanel is like, cool, calm, collected.
It's all the calmness.
and
You
then-
want the zeal. The concert these days, he has wine and then he has a wine and then he just does.
I think
So
I know your
if
type
you just
of
check our chats,
guys.
it's just as Wangoi sending me Sanel, me sending her Prince KB. Ivo.
Okay, guys, please
What's
tell
my
us
type
in
now
the
that you
comments.
said that you know my type?
Those
of-
big, buff, mean-looking people who do, me, I need well-kept. No, Sanel just looks like a nice guy. Definitely Team Sanel. Tell us in the comments if you know who those people are talking about, who you're for. But I think also I had to really decide which shows I'm going for in October because, again, this time is really flying.
Are you going for Thames the way you asked me about Thames?
No, so now, initially when it was announced, I was with the hype. I was like, oh, nice, Thames, you know. And then now I've decided I'm not going just because there's Tusker Oktoberfest also.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
And that's like a weekend. I'm sure we'll be like there for 2 out of 3.
Wow.
That's also my birthday weekend. So I'm trying to see how to incorporate that with the Oktoberfest. And then now this weekend, there's your graduation. There's a friend's
lots
like
happening.
housewarming. So I was like, okay, do you mean I'll be out every weekend?
We do it.
That's not the era I'm in. Yeah, so I was just like, I think Thames, I don't think the FOMO will be too
I
crazy for me.
feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just me and my critical thinking,
Yeah.
but I feel like they announced a bit too soon. Because it's giving room for
Also,
people
it
to change
started,
their mind.
the high started, and then I was
Yeah.
like, okay, but see mass, which is
Yeah,
true.
it's giving time for people to change their mind. Now people start selling those tickets because now it's no longer a priority like that. But if you
Yeah.
want to get announced, maybe 2 months.
And the
after
tickets
they
now, I think,
renew.
are 3K, 7K. So I'm like, okay.
They announced
Yet I'll
because they
pay
want
that amount even if I'm doing VIP. Can cover food, transport, like everything for Sanel, and I'll
Sanel.
have a better time, honestly. So.
No, yeah, of course. People
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I'm not a
South
FOMO
African
anymore.
music house.
I love
I
it.
like the crowd's energy when in such concerts.
And for me, it's even better
Don't
than
even
an
feel
uns
unsafe.
because their songs are not uns per se. It's not
Yeah.
just do do do. It's actually singing, and me, I'm excited. I'm
Clearly.
excited because it's a Friday, it's a Sunday, but it's okay. Shere is a Sunday. Shika.
It's gonna be good.
Kenyans cannot be stopped by Sunday. And it's also one
Sundays-
said already taken
But
leave.
now I'm going to the forest even the day before.
Wait.
I'm going to the forest because that's what now my friend wants to do for her birthday. And she said that's the main one kabisa. A birthday.
Oh, the forest
bado
of going.
anaenda inti. But sasa Saturday amesema lazima tuende the forest kabisa.
Those activities. The forest.
Activities.
Like Karula.
Then anasema Sunday sasa lazima tuende Sanel. No, I'm just like, okay.
Is that Shani?
It's Wangwe bado.
Oh. When is an October baby?
Yeah, she is.
birthday didn't pass?
She's talking and she's just like, this is how I was.
October when?
Next week, I think Wednesday.
October, babe. Oh, baby, it's my birthday month. Mi sina steam kama Alice because sijui nafanya
Nimepata
nini.
rafiki yako na steam.
Sijui nafanya nini, but me, my steaming gas. My brain fires towards the end. So I'm like, okay, and you know the day is coming.
Yeah,
Tunadu.
Unadu.
But at least there's task October 1st. So I know maybe
Yeah.
a daytime plan.
Yeah.
And then, guys, we head there. And I thought it was going to be dope. Have you guys heard about it? Are you Sherehe ready? As you can see, are you?
We are.
As we are.
I didn't give Alexia the memo of wearing the Tusker shirts today.
Yeah,
But,
it's rude. Probably by the time this episode is out, tickets are already out as we're recording. But we'll see. Maybe we'll share the link so you can check on the description box. We'll let you know.
This time it's going to be bigger. It's going to be better. October 1st, Sick to Yakumis. We already know this. We've been waiting for the pandemic to end so that we can have this sherehe. So, pull up.
Pull up. And it's a 3-day festival, so.
Yeah, you can pick and choose the days. And it's normally so affordable. And that's what we like about this event. It's
Hata naona
affordable. The artists are
Atibaya 6-pack of Tusker, get a ticket, a season pass. Yani, I remember I even got snap memories. Wow, we really did the most in 2019. Like with friends, we just had beer. Like, because everyone was getting a 6-pack, you know.
Sendeni mnunue draft.
Mkifika.
Ile kubwa. Mkifika sasa.
Chombozi nunua. Ile kwenu, but mtakunywa na mtatu post. And if you see us, come say hi. Anyway, yeah. Hi, guys. That was an interesting start to the episode. Just keeping you guys up to date with Nairobi Sherehe.
Actually, by the time this episode comes
It will be the weekend.
It will be the weekend
Thames.
of that Sanel and Thames.
It will be Thames.
Thames.
Yeah, Sanel will be the next weekend. Yeah. Yep.
Wacha tuone venye Oktoba imeanza na fire.
No,
But
not
mimi
people
nishaanza
are saying.
kuplan December. Mimi nilishanunua tiketi yangu ya Kilifi hiyo Beneath the
Wow.
Baobabs. I bought it 3 weeks ago.
Oh, organized.
Kitu sina ni accommodation because let me tell you, sister, everything is gone. But I already had this conversation with you.
Yeah.
And to this day,
And no, I
I'm
went to
still
Kilifi
trying
last
to-
year, so I know hizo vitu zinaendanga haraka, and especially affordable ones.
Yeah, like
Ona huyu.
sorry, it's because someone you have said it, and someone is texting me about the Nini Kilifi thing. Ninayo ni accommodation sina.
Yeah, it's usually like that. But at least you've secured the ticket.
Yeah, because
Are they
those
also doing
tickets are going
COVID
to be
tests?
so expensive.
How much did you get yours
No.
for?
Hey,
5.
still expensive. It was ati wako na service fee ya kununua ticket. Hiyo ni gani
Amekuwa
tena?
Airbnb.
I think it was like 5,500 or something.
Then
The ticket was 6,000 at the service fee.
500.
For what?
Are they doing COVID
What
tests?
service? No,
Let me tell you, last year
you had to.
we had to do COVID tests. And trust you me, if that thing turns out positive,
You're not
wingi,
going.
hey, You know, you even start shukuing yourself. You're just waiting. Say so you've flown to Kilifi and it's non-refundable.
Wow.
Anyway, so sorry for those guys who didn't make it. It was
The
everyone.
guys who
Had the
actually didn't
staff.
make it.
At the staff. At a waitress.
Because I remember even my sister went and she had to do the COVID test.
Yeah, I was just waiting outside. I was like, hey, okay. Hey, pause!
There are people who actually didn't make it.
Yeah, the guy like in front of us.
Oh, yeah. I think maybe I should have just been there. I stay in the vicinity. Wale wenye hawaja nini ticket wanipatie tu. That would have been a strategy to
Or
get
then you
in.
pay them. Hata kama it's a discount.
It's either it goes or you give it to be a good Samaritan.
Okay,
no,
which one do you
probably they would
think?
have sold.
Exactly. But they could have given you at a discount probably.
Yeah.
Because it's like, better you get this 6K
Something.
back. Yeah, because that's we paid late. I think it was like 8. Aye.
Yeah. We saw those tickets. I said, let me just buy a ticket kesi baadaye.
Yeah.
Here I sell it at an affordable and still make profit than to. But I'm going, amen.
But I saw people saying like where we are in the year is that sherehe that ends in January.
Kabisa. It's
Mimi,
that
I
time.
don't want that bag. I still have goals I want to achieve.
As you said that, you are saying you're already going 3 weekends.
No, but you see, it's still, that's why I've tried to moderate. I'm like, okay, I want good vibes. Sitaki kukua nimelewa sana, you know, I just want to have a good time. I want to be present and pick it up the next day, you know. See, at sasa nimeenda December. Let December be December. Yeah, I still need October and November to be good. But yeah, Kenyans have money. Wacha unasikia wewe ndio unasema una pesa na mtu ashapanga sherehe.
No, we just pick and choose what we want to spend the money.
You have to if you use the sherehe to cope.
We've been in a pandemic 2 years.
Economy.
This is the year of sherehe. Ikue.
Actually,
Someone,
last year
I was telling you,
still,
someone blocked me on Uber because of not wearing a mask.
That thing, I don't know. I need you. You know, I've seen it on Twitter. I don't know what, but I'm trying to remember like the context of it. But it's usually just maybe a driver who is being. But that's why you, and you said you didn't have an issue with any driver, so.
Yeah, so it's like
It's
he
a
was
mystery.
just waiting for me to drop me to tell me niko na shida kujavaa mask.
No, I feel like
Let me
it's
punish
not.
you through
It's
the app.
not about the mask because in this day and
Surely.
age, we're not deep in COVID.
What
and if
did
you're
I
still, there are some people who still wear their mask. You know, it's not mandatory. Even Uber should calm down, surely. Restrictions in Kenya have been needed.
Yeah,
so it's not a law. Wambe
I've
wakae.
not gone at home.
Uber, if you want to sponsor us.
Sponsors me, you
But-
unblock my account.
And block Alice. Tutavaa mask.
Whatever mask. Yeah.
Tukishoot.
Anyway, today we're talking about self-confidence. Or
Yeah.
just,
No,
confidence
it's
in
good
general.
to bring ourselves back to the episode because
We can
that's how-
banter here for too long
yeah.
without missing the main point, which is the episode. And today we're talking about confidence. And
The C word.
what confidence even means, and how you can build your confidence. Yeah. What does confidence mean? I don't know I even said that. But confidence is like, what's
Believe in
confidence to
yourself
you?
and your abilities.
Google.
See, it's good to have a Google. I may have said what I think. Believe in yourself and your abilities.
People listen to our podcast to get our opinions.
I
Alexia and you Google. Okay, it's not that deep.
Serious. What do you think?
Confidence is the ability to. What's confidence to me? Confidence is the ability to stand up for yourself and to just stand out and be very unapologetically yourself in various situations. So yeah, just being able to have that aura of hey, how do you
That's why
describe
dictionaries are
confidence?
here, guys. Confidence means feeling sure of yourself and your abilities, the feeling or belief that one can have faith in or rely on someone or something. Okay, that's like, I have confidence in you.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's just as you're saying, as we've just been saying, is just believing in yourself and there's something you said. standing up, not necessarily. Okay, standing up for yourself because you believe already that you have these abilities or you're worthy of this, and that's a self-belief sort of. I think that's the confidence we are going for today.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
This is meant to be leading this topic.
I'm supposed to be leading this topic.
The people who suggest.
Actually, the people who suggest.
Okay, so how do we build confidence? Yeah.
First of all, is there times where you felt like, do you believe you're a confident person?
No.
Why?
Just being controversial. Contrary to what people believe. I think I have seasons where I feel confident and then some seasons where I feel less confident. And I think with some of the points that I'm going to share like how I'm managing to, just to have a base level of confidence. Because again, I don't want it to ever reach a point where it's too low that now I can't do anything for myself. No, I can't speak up for myself. I can't reach out for opportunities because I just feel like, oh my God. I feel like the worst thing that can happen is not believing in yourself, because again, everyone could be believing in you, but just you not having that belief, that self-belief and that confidence in yourself can just, it's not a good place to be in. So I feel like I'm 50-50 once in a while. I feel confident, but like generally I'd say yes.
Okay, but also there's a point where confidence becomes narcissism or egotistic person, which is not what we're advocating for. I feel like people who are normally egotistic or narcissistic or just people who believe they're confident, and it's broken that barrier of confidence into the negative aspect. I always so hard to convince that they are not.
They don't see it.
They are not, it's so hard for them to see it.
Because it's also very subtle. It's not as loud.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like the outsiders are the ones who will see it more than you. Because already you've justified but see, this is right. Like, it doesn't seem wrong to you. Yeah. Then I've had issues with, not issues with pride, but there are times my ego has been on the forefront. And when someone calls it out, I'm like, Then I go think about it. I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I was acting like that. So it's very hard to see. It needs a lot of self-awareness and introspection.
I'm a mean my traits.
Go read this. Ego is the enemy. There's a whole book. I heard it's really nice.
Because I think I am a confident person. There are very many moments where I doubt myself, but it's not something that I like to show. So I am a person who can really, even if I don't have it, really fake confidence. I feel like I've mastered the art of portraying confidence.
Okay, that's an art because I can't fake it. Itaonesha tu. I don't know how to fake it. I might think I'm doing a good job, but
to even make myself comfortable in a room, I feel the need to talk to people or to just make myself comfortable by establishing that level of confidence. Like, hey, you can talk to me. I'm a cool girl. You can talk to me. So, am I a confident person? Yes, most of the time. But even the times I'm not, I don't think. Most times you won't be able to tell that I'm not. Maybe the person next to me, I'll be like, guy, I'm lucky now. How will I panicking? I'll be panicking. But really, when I go, but there was a time until I remember still today, where I think this is why I'm always an advocate for challenging yourself to go outside what you're so used to, so that you know how to act in different environments. Because the time I went for the conference in the US. And, I left, of course, still being this confident person that I am, knowing how to, work my way around the room. But I went to that conference and I froze so much because I felt like such a minor person, like such a minority, and which I was African and everyone around me was white from all these different countries. But I don't even think it was that. I just felt so intimidated. Yeah. Which is something that is so foreign to me. I felt like everyone around me is so smart and I can't even speak in front of people, and I came here to do exactly that, but I couldn't do it. And
And I
I
think
felt really bad about that.
I think also you talked about that when it came to imposter syndrome. I don't know if it was that episode
Yeah,
or something.
that moment is very ingrained. That those 3 days I was there is very ingrained in my mind because it was such a dark time. It was me realizing that wow, I'm only confident because I am so used to
The certain
environments, or just being in Kenya is very comfortable for me, and it's just the way I am. But when I'm out there, am I really a confident person? Tafakari sijui bado, but I think so far I'm a confident person. Yeah,
I like that. I mean, everyone I think can relate and has a story too. Yeah, I don't think anyone is born and completely forever. If for eternity you're just confident, because yes, as the general way someone could describe you, you'd say confident, but there are 2 moments where that confidence is tested. And I think that's why we're gonna share points on how to build it.
Yeah, is it like I was gonna ask? Is there a difference between, or what's the difference between being extroverted and being confident?
There are extroverted people who can't stand up for themselves or anything, or can't even speak in front of a crowd.
Okay.
Are shy, but I don't know how to explain. Like extroverted is more loud. I don't know.
Extroverted is more like, you can Google, but extroverted to me is more like you can interact with people and be, I don't know, confident. I don't know. What do you?
Exactly. I think for me, that's my point is, sorry, extroverted people are often seen as more sociable, confident, and outgoing. It's more of a perception because Alice is extroverted, she'll be more confident. But sometimes it could be the opposite. So, can extroverts lack confidence? Yes, although extroverts are stimulated by action and interaction outside their own thoughts, they might still lack confidence in certain situations. We are all a mixture of circumstance and experience, along with any genetic predisposition. Yeah. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. At least everyone in their life can say 1 or 2 scenarios or situations or environments that made them completely
closed off.
Yeah, which you've explained also.
Yeah, but how are you as a kid?
Confident. I think because also I had not dealt with judgment. Now, as you grow up, you realize, people can actually not like me. People can be talking behind my back. Or, all those are things that you're taking in. Yeah. So now by the time you're in high school, you're like, I have pimples. People are looking at my pimples. So pimples, But when you're a kid, you're sort of carefree. So it's easier to sort of. Yeah.
Okay, so can we say maybe confident varies depending on the situation? Or because, there are moments, again, even even me, I was that kid, man. I've always been. Honestly, guys, the Alice I am today has always been the Alice from the time I was in kindergarten. But I feel, again, when you become a teenager, and I think it's circumstantial because now your boobs start growing and you're all of a sudden not confident in yourself or your body. I think self-confidence is a culmination of very many things, which is like, are you confident in your body, which I can't say I'm not 100% comfortable, but, there's the confidence of being on stage, there's the confidence of...
Yeah. I'm putting a point or something.
Okay, what's the point?
Continue.
So basically, what in this context are we how are we meaning? How are we classifying confidence? Self-confidence. This topic in any confuse.
These are questions we should have asked them. But anyway, based on what you've said, let's say when it comes to the podcast or media and stuff like that, you're confident, yeah. But let's say, for example, when it comes to work and all that, maybe you have kidogo doubts about yourself. Yeah. So if I was to tell you, we're hosting a live show, why you're so confident, you've done such a good job, but maybe when your boss is like, I want you to present these things, maybe you're a bit, or maybe the other people in the crowd, maybe, they're like, so that's why I think it's different. There's something you said that brought me. What did you say?
When?
Just now. That's relating to that.
I said self-confidence, body confidence.
No. where was I getting that point from? Yeah, but like there are different situations and different scenarios based again on what you believe your abilities are on that particular thing, you know. Because maybe for me, I'm like, no, me podcasting, I'm so good. Apple.
Okay, so basically,
but then maybe now I'm tackling something else. I'm like, hey, okay, let me take a back seat. You know, I'm not too good at this. But,
And I think that's in relation to, we can get into the how to build your confidence conversation. And one of the points that I saw when I was doing my research was
I also did research. Can you see? I even wrote the episode, the title, and the point.
Sorry, let me try to fix my mic. This mic normally likes playing games with me. I think this should do. Is it too close to me? Yeah. Okay. The last point you talked about, which was, yes. So, depending on what you want to build confidence in, making yourself familiar, one, with the act, but also being, like, for example, we do podcasting, and now we can fully say that we're confident in podcasting because we are 95 episodes in. So what am I trying to say?
We've done we have experience.
We have experience, and so making yourself comfortable with being uncomfortable until it becomes the norm for you is one way of building your confidence towards doing something.
I like that. But also now, as you're saying that, I was just thinking, even us, okay, we're 95 episodes deep, but we've just been in our cocoon, you know?
Yeah.
So again, also even like, I think when we went for the 254 podcast, I was like, hey, okay, huko sasa kuna ma big wigs. Wamefanya live shows, wamefanya tours, wamefanya. So again, you start doubting yourself still. But I think that's why you have to have a system that helps you keep it at a base level. So you're never too down that now we cancel and we say we can't because we're not confident enough.
Yeah.
So for me, I think I like what was your point again?
My point was mastering your craft.
Mastering
wow,
I love that.
Be confident in.
Okay, for me, I think it's monitoring. My first point is monitoring your progress. So it depends, even if it's a craft that you're taking, if you're trying to reach out to brands, you're a videographer, just making sure whatever little steps that you're doing, you're able to map out your progress, so you can see, hey, okay, I used to be able to do 100 squats. Now I can do 200. I don't know, I've gone to the gym, but you're like, okay, so I'm improving. So the next time you're talking to someone about something or you're showing off a skill, you're like, okay, at least I've put in the hours and I can see, okay, there's like a track record, I think that's with everything that like you want to improve on, and again, even mastering the skill.
No, I think tracking progress is always important for everything, because you can easily keep going and then forgetting where you've come from, and that's in very many scenarios. Even in life, you're constantly looking, even this is something that I suffer from, you're constantly looking for what next, what's the way forward, how can I elevate this, how can I even become better at this, and if you don't track how far you've come, you can easily forget that, damn, like you've really done this thing. Like, can you just look back and see how far you've come? And so even that confidence has not just come from nowhere. I think it's something that you've seen. And I think you even get more confident to keep pushing yourself to do those things, like you say, by keeping track and saying, okay, if I was here this time and now I'm here, and then tomorrow or the next day you are here, then blah, blah, blah. By the time you're like, kumbe, this is something that I can do. This is something I've been doing. So
it comes easy. It becomes easier to you.
Yeah.
So I think even us, let's say now, as an example, you're like, okay, we have 96 episodes. Just seeing all those episodes on one page, it's like, okay, we've been in the game for a while. So when an opportunity comes, won't necessarily feel that imposter syndrome one. Yes, it might be there, but it won't be to a point where we're so crippled with that imposter syndrome that we're not even taking up opportunities, because you can see there's like a track record, and where we started in the beginning is not where we are right now. So I think tracking, Lini, is so good. I mean, even just looking at a graph and just seeing, I'm doing
it's an upward trajectory. I think my second point is learning how to fake it. I think
I like
fake
that.
confidence can really build your real confidence in a lot of situations. like for example, like I had mentioned, like for me, when I walk into a room, I may not be confident, but talking to people and, pretending or not pretending make it sound like such a bad word, but faking confidence can really take you places. Even when you're in that, like we even talked about this in the last episode, even you're in that meeting room, and you are in your negotiations or you're trying to secure a job, if you go there and you're, the posture, you're looking very uncomfortable, even the way you dress, so build yourself into that persona of what will a confident person look like. They will probably dress a certain way, carry themselves with a certain, or when you're being asked questions, you respond in a way that is very like, oh, this is light work for me. Yeah, I've done this before. You just build the persona of someone who's confident, so that if when you portray yourself as confident and you kill it, you actually be like, damn, it can work. So I'm 100% a believer of having fake confidence, because I feel like confidence is a skill that everyone should have, and even if you don't have it, at least learn how to pretend to have it, because it's something that is very essential.
And it's all about perception. It's just how someone will perceive you in that moment that will change your life, honestly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that.
You see people who are just talking nonsense, but their delivery. The people say how podcasters always go around and use hard, difficult words to appoint, but the way they say it. You see, when we went through the process of reactualization and repurposing the thought process.
Okay, but again, don't use big words and then no one.
But my point is, you can't tell those people anything, because they have such they say it in such a way that is so confident. But by the time they actually pinpoint, they've listened to like 5 episodes before they start to realize, okay, maybe are they actually making sense? But you've already listened to 5 episodes.
And then you're caught in your lie. Anyway, guys, that's for our podcast. But sometimes people just need one impression, so you can just fake it for that one impression.
Especially the first impression things, 100% fake it.
And maybe you're not faking it, kabisa. Because, sometimes maybe you have the facts, you have the skills, but you're just you're not good with crowds or something like that. Yeah. So it's not that you're faking it, kabisa. Of course, you have to have something to back you up.
Show. Hey, we're nervous. But we really just went in front there and
showed like we're audience.
Yeah, so what's up, guys? Welcome.
My name's Alexia.
My name's Alexia. So we own a podcast. We have a podcast, Banter Over Brunch, and we killed it. Because when we started it, we weren't 100% confident. But midway through, I was feeling like,
go home.
So I think you can fake it till you make it.
Anyway, my point was stand up for yourself, even in the small things. As I was saying, even in the salon, unaona unashukua vibaya, but unaogopa kusema. Nails zimefanyiwa vibaya, but unaogopa kusema. I remember even juzi, someone was trying to sell for me land, homes, and I really wasn't interested, and I could have said no. But I was people pleasing, I think that's the word, and I just said, okay, whatever. Yeah. My partner was like, why couldn't you just say no? And I was like, okay, it's been nice. But I was like, all those small things show that you, somehow, I believe, they make your confidence shuka. Because you're accepting circumstances that you know for sure are not favorable, they're not making you happy, you're uncomfortable. Yeah. And the more you do it, the more you lose confidence to even express, discomfort or express certain things. Yeah. And I think it sounds easy. That's why I'm like, I'm on a journey. I think when Kennedy said I need to stop saying yes to everything and just agreeing and then feeling bad about it and feeling like, why can't I did I do that? Why can't I stand up for myself? Yeah. So I think confident people stand up for themselves, and just the small things.
You should start with the small things, because eventually a big thing will come your way and you still won't have the confidence to say no, because you've not built that reflex of, saying no and doing and not accepting things that you should not be accepting. So I think, like Alexia is saying, kwa salon
ata fundi asiku try convince. Even colors, maybe you want a particular color. Mtu anasema lakini hii ndio poa. You if you want this color, better you live with the regret of mi ndio nilichagua hiyo
Yeah. Than someone else trying to convince
I'm not
you
happy
otherwise.
and especially things that it's your money, it's your peace of mind, it's your
Because then it will come to having sex with someone you don't want to, and you've not even built that confidence.
those are
to say
big things
no.
now, you see.
So now that reflex has not been built, but now you feel you owe them because maybe you've gone on a date. You know, he's picked you, dropped you, and now you've
led him on. Guys, remember consent is all the way through, and it can be
and you'll give
guys
that consent,
and
but
babes.
you don't want to.
Yeah.
But because you're not confident enough in yourself to say no, yeah, that's how serious it can get from the small things you're ignoring.
Yeah, for sure.
Tibu.
For sure.
That's a really nice point.
Thank you. From my research.
My next point is a very simple one. Take a shot.
Allah.
Take 3 shots.
Hii research yako. And those ones who don't drink.
This is for my drinking people. Take a glass of wine. If maybe you're nervous about going on a date, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying if you just take 2 shots.
We're not promoting alcohol dependency. Yeah?
If you take a Tusker draft.
Drink responsibly. Drink better, not more.
don't now go there to umelewa ati nini. But I really strongly believe that alcohol, of course, we all know alcohol gives you some level of confidence, and
borrowed fake,
but now if you've already made yourself comfortable at ukiwa in that situation, that's how you start making friends there. Or, okay, I feel like in social settings that is acceptable for you to at least have taken 1, 2, 3 shots. Not at enough, sir, before an interview you take a shot. Maybe you do. I'm not, no judgment here. But me, I feel if you don't have the confidence and you need it like in a matter of hours or a few minutes here and there, 2 shots won't hurt you. That's just my advice.
Okay. I'm not sure about that one. Or rather, disclaimer also, because there are people I know even in the creative industry. You find someone now, because it starts maybe 1 shot, 2 shot, and I feel good. I did a good job. I should keep this up. So it becomes every day you're drinking. And then now when you're not on alcohol, you're like, I'm not that person anymore. That they know. You know, I'm not as creative as they know me to be. I'm not a good artist. I'm not a good...
I think it just shows you it can bring out who you actually are. And you are those things. You're just not... confident in yourself enough to trust that.
So I think just separate the alcohol from the actual.
I'm not saying now this is an everyday affair, please. But take a shot, sis.
Okay. My last point, because I feel like we've talked a lot. How long has this been? Yeah, I think we can wrap up soon. My last point is follow through with what you say you're going to do. I think this year, especially this quarter, I just said I'm going to say less, do more, you know, because I can talk. Oh, this month I'm going to get this thing done, you know, I'm going to change my life. Then there's nothing to show for it. Yeah. So the next month I have no confidence in myself. Hata nikisema, hata nikiambia Alice, hata ana confidence. So it's not only me.
But it's also up to you to set something that you know is realistic. And it's even something so small. You can say, I need to have a routine now. You are someone who wakes up at 10 p.m. Now, all of a sudden, you want to be a 5 a.m. babe. And then you work out for 2 hours, for 1.5 hours. Journal. Go to work. Cut carbs. It's unrealistic.
Yeah.
For you to, and then you just end up disappointing yourself because you wonder, and this is something that actually has happened to me just very recently, where I said, and I knew, or rather my therapist told me that, you should probably set a routine so that you can get things going, because sometimes I can get overwhelmed. So I said, okay, let me set a routine. Sawa, I'll wake up, let's say at 8, or what was it, 7, it was maybe 7 a.m., and then I go for a run because I know I needed to involve working out somewhere in the schedule. I go for a run, come back, I can journal for 10 minutes as I eat breakfast. I now that's when I look at my phone, go through social media, and now start my work day. Shower, now start my work day. And that's the morning routine. Night routine, I finish cooking, come, go to bed, prepare for the next day, for, my clothes, nini. It sounds something so simple. But based on the routine that I already had, it was almost impractical for me to set something like that.
Yeah.
So instead, I set a routine that worked around something that I already know I have to do.
Wow.
So
Have
I
you
know,
had, sorry. Okay, I'll tell you. Yeah.
so I know I have to make breakfast in the morning for my family at 9. So what do I do?
put?
So if now that I'm already making breakfast, I can listen one to my motivational podcast at that 9 that I'm going to wake up and wash the dishes as I wait for the breakfast to get ready. So now that one is already out of the way. Then from there, I have an accountability partner who will tell me we need to go to the gym 10:30. Sawa. That makes sense than me saying at 7 a.m. I'm going for a run, because this accountability partner is also someone who I'm going to go to work with. So immediately from the gym, we can go to work together. So practical, and it's how my routine has been since like then. And even in the morning, sometimes I even cook dinner.
Yeah.
So it's very practical, rather than me all of a sudden saying I'm going to wake up at 7, go for a run, journal, what, something so small, but something that now it's building you that confidence of, damn, I can actually follow through with my word.
Yeah.
And
I like
actually
that.
build something that is, practical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as you were speaking, it reminded me of a concept. Have you read Atomic Habits?
I have it, but I'm not ready.
I think you should read it. I've not yet read it also. I think it will be my January read. But I've had so many people talk about it. It's called habit stacking, which is the quickest way to build a new habit into your life is to stack it on top of a current habit. So as you're saying, the way you're cooking breakfast, because you must. There's people, I must drive to the office or I must go to work. So what can I do?
To me,
at that point,
1,000%. I know I need to listen to a motivational podcast. Which time is this obviously the time that I'm going to be washing the dishes that I have to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I like that. And also, I think for me, even what has helped me build confidence in terms of following through with things is also just including small things on my to-do list. Things that are not as huge, but I know once I do them, I'll feel better about myself, or I'll have proven to myself that, okay, I tackled this today. I didn't procrastinate doing this, and I could have, but I'm still doing it. So I think, for me, I've just become very intentional. I'm like, if I've set my mind to this, it's not easy, guys. I'm talking like,
it's not easy,
I failed on Tuesday, but you pick up again,
exactly.
And again, tying to my first point, which is tracking progress. I have an app, and it's just so satisfying, because I remember when I wake up before 5:30, guys, the times I wake up, I like mornings. So sometimes I put the alarm for 5, so I snooze. Then one day I snoozed to like 5:40, but on the app it's 5:30, before 5:30. Okay, me, I still ticked, but I was like, so today in the morning I was like, seriously, Pitisha 5:30. I did that once, but I'm not gonna do the same a second. Yeah, because I forgot about the 5:30. So when I was thinking, I was like, wait, actually, I didn't wake up at 5:30. Yeah, so just tracking progress, because for me, I'm like, I have to get a best day. I have to. I'm like, and then they do for you.
So
hooray!
Nice,
I'm like,
That's nice. Yeah, I 1,000% agree with you there. I think my last point is a bit of a deep one, but maybe not. But figure out where your lack of confidence comes from.
Oh, yeah, that's deep, because that's like childhood trauma, inner wounds. But I'm saying those things play a big part.
Why habits or the way you are just doesn't come from nowhere. Like, you are built or rather when you were born, your brain was very empty. Everything else has been learned behavior or experiences that you've gone through. So why is it in specific scenarios you have a lack of confidence, especially where you really feel you need to have this confidence, but you don't have it, or you're finding it very difficult to build it or to figure out where to bring it from? I think learning where things come from will give you an aha moment of, damn, that's exactly why I'm like this. Okay, if that's the reason, then how do I handle it, or how do I make myself better out of this situation? Because ignorance is bliss, but only to some extent, only until a period of time.
Yeah.
Where Because lack of confidence is not something to be proud of, or something to be like, to say that, okay, I don't have it, okay, sawa, I will just stick to it the way it is. I think confidence is something that, even if it's not in everything, it's an attribute that is really helpful, especially in the world that we live in today. So if you have a lack of it, even in saying again, kwa salon, or it starts with small things and then it becomes big things. Like, why can't you say no? Or why can't you even, I don't know. Yeah, why can't you say no? I think is the best example that I can give.
Yeah.
To very, in situations where you really know you're not comfortable with, or you're not able to,
Yeah, I like that. I think that's a great note to end on.
Yeah.
Because I think for me, there was a situation that happened in my past, and I think it was really affecting. You don't realize how much it's affecting things until later you're like, hey, okay, so that's the root cause, and that's what now has led to this lack of confidence, which again, once you lack confidence, affects your relationship, it affects your career, it affects everything. Most things,
yeah.
Or why can't you believe in yourself anymore?
Yeah.
Why can't you put yourself out there? So
yeah,
guys, therapy and Jesus. See you guys. Thank you for tuning into this episode. I hope we started off a bit confused as we were trying to understand the deeper meaning of confidence. But I think it has turned out to be an amazing episode.
This episode, understanding the deeper meaning of true confidence.
Is that what you've done?
Understanding
and how to? Okay.
The deeper meaning of confidence.
And how to build on it. Because that's what we mostly talked about.
Okay, you need to start. Okay,
but that's the main topic. It is anyway, whatever you see,
it's going to have confidence.
You want to me agree on
how to build your confidence. Understanding confidence and how you can build it. Build on it.
I should write that on the group.
And how you can build on it.
And how to build on it.
Understanding self-confidence.
Okay. See you guys. Make sure you like, share. You see how much work goes into this podcast. Anata mtu angaliangi title, a like, a share, a subscribe, a comment.
Unatufanyia poa kweli? Ask yourself that question.
Everyone will be judged because okay. Bye guys. See you. We love you. Thanks for the support. Check out the description. We probably will have a link to buy Task Oktoberfest tickets. So come, let's hang out. It's my birthday.
Yeah, come celebrate Alexia's birthday with us.
I want
Oktoberfest.
money. Money. So, see you guys. Bye.